welcome to Chapter 10 review. Now we are going to use this as a little bit of an assessment, so I'm not going to give you any of the answers, but I will go through it, read it to you, and I will insert those pause breaks so that you can take the time to complete these problems on your own. When you are all finished with this, I want you to take a picture and post it to that Google assignment so I can see how you did, which I know you all are going to rock it and do awesome on this, so don't worry about it. This is also going to be the last thing that we're working on inside of our book. Once you finish this, you are finished with the book. Great job, you guys did such a wonderful job working through this and learning all of these concepts. I am so proud of you. So let's go ahead and finish this up, and I will tell you what the rest of our year is going to look like. So we are on page 737, and we're looking at this My Review page. It'll look a little bit like this. Yours is going to be like a smidge different. Make sure you have your pencil with you, and then we'll go ahead and get started and start reading off everything. Alright, so this first top section, what we need to do is match the vocabulary word with the three-dimensional shape. So we're going to read the vocabulary words. You need to draw a line to the shape that it matches. So number one, we have the word cone. Cone. So which one of these shapes is a cone? And draw a line from cone to that shape over here. Alright, number two says cube. Cube. So which one of these shapes right here is a cube? Draw a line from that shape over here to our word cube to match it. Alright, number three says cylinder. Cylinder. So which one of these shapes over here matches with our word cylinder? So which one here is our cylinder? Draw a line from that to the word cylinder. Number four says rectangular prism. Rectangular prism. So find the rectangular prism over here and draw a line from it over to that word. Alright, number five, you have a shape here. You need to match it with the vocabulary word. Which one is it? So you're going to circle it by choosing that. Then you're going to write how many faces it has and how many vertices it has. So number five, look at this shape. Is it a cylinder or a cone? How many faces does it have? How many vertices does it have? I'm going to put in a pause break here. When you're all finished with it, meet me on the next page. Pause. Welcome to the top of page 738. I will put the second half down in another moment. So the top of it, we are looking at this shape right here. You need to identify this shape and write down how many faces and how many vertices it has. So look at the shape. Is it a cone or a rectangular prism? How many faces does it have? How many vertices does it have? So look at this shape. Is it a cone or a rectangular prism? How many faces does it have? And how many vertices does it have? Number seven, we're looking at this shape right here. Is it a cube or a cylinder? Circle whichever one it is. How many faces does it have? How many vertices does it have? So look at this shape right here. Is it a cone or a cylinder? How many faces does it have? And how many vertices does it have? Alright, number eight, you are looking at these faces right here, and you are choosing which one of these objects has these faces. So is it the first object, the second object, or the third object? Which one of these has the faces shown at the beginning of number 8? Right, go ahead and work through these. You can go ahead and pause, and we'll meet at the bottom of this page. Ready? Pause. Right, at the bottom of the page, we are working on problems number 9 and 10. So number 9, we're looking at the face again, and we need to pick which three-dimensional shape makes this face or has this face. So is it this object, object number 1, object number 2, or object number 3? Which one of these has this face? Alright, number 10, we made a composite shape out of three-dimensional shapes. We need to circle the shape that is not used to build the composite shape here. So which one of these was not used to make this composite shape? When you find the one that wasn't used, you need to circle it. So look at the composite shapes, look at the three-dimensional shapes in it, which one is not in it. When you finish up with that, meet me on the next page. Pause. Alright, on page 739, we have 3 problems to work through, 11, 12, and 13. So for number 11, it says, if you put these shapes together, what three-dimensional shape do you have? So look at these shapes right here. If you put them all together, which three-dimensional shape will you have? Circle the name that it makes. So circle either cube or rectangular prism. So if you put all these together, will you make a cube or a rectangular prism? Number 12 says, circle the shapes with 4 or more faces. Circle the shapes with 4 or more faces. So look at each shape, count how many faces it has, and circle the ones that have more than 4. Number 14 is a little riddle. It says, I am a three-dimensional shape. More than 2 of my faces are squares. What shape am I? So I'm a three-dimensional shape. More than 2 of my faces are squares. What shape am I? You have little circles underneath each one. Circle or fill in the circle of the one that it belongs to. Which one is that riddle? And fill that in. When you finish with all that, you can take a picture and post it onto that Google Classroom so that I can take a look at it, see how you're doing with this. Very last thing I want you to do is a little reflect, just kind of go back and make sure that you have everything, reflect on the things that we've learned. So on the next page, you can do the reflect, you can turn that one in as well, you don't absolutely have to. So on that one, it has little categories with some shapes in it. And the top one where we have all the yellow shapes, you're going to circle the one that has 2 faces. In the category with the purple shapes, you are going to circle the shape that has 0 vertices. In the green shapes, you're going to circle the ones that have 6 faces. And in the last one, in the red one, you are going to circle the shapes that have 8 vertices. So that's just going to be like a little reflection on what we had just learned. You can go ahead and go through that one. And after you're all done with that, you're finished with this whole math book. You completed the whole math book. Way to go, guys. You guys rock. Now that you finished it, we're going to start doing some review, going over those concepts that we've learned about our addition, subtraction, measuring data, and things like that. I also want you to be sure that you're going on to that Boom Learning so that you can continue doing review in a more fun way. And I will be able to see what you're doing and how you're doing with all of that. So please go on Boom Learning if you haven't already. If you've already been on it, sign back in. I have more decks coming for you to continue your learning and your review. Besides that, you guys rock. You did such an awesome job. I will see you later.